Ja ei kun vaan, oikein paljon tervetuloa teille kaikille. Se on Jonuli täällä ja tänään jatkamme Quantum Breakia. Joo, viime kerralla päästiin ajassa taaksepäin vuoteen 2010. Ainakin näin mä sain ymmärtää, että vuoteen 2010 päädyttiin tänne ja ilmeisesti Amaral vähän sapotoi meidän suunnitelmia ja lähetti Petin jonnekin suuntaan. Tai ainakin laitti tuon väärä ove ns kiinni, että voisiko olla, että hän sitten meni tulevaisuuteen? En tiedä, onko se ihan mahdollista tässä yhteydessä. Mutta joo, tervetuloa vaan kaikille. Jatketskellaan pedi eteenpäin ja katsotaan minne me päädytään. Okei, me käymme tuolla alhaalla vaikka eikä. Siinä ei varmaan pääse tosta. Kato mitä täältä löytyy, oli läppäri. Jaha. From William Joyce, The Countermeasure to Beth Wilder. Okay, leaving the workshop now. The countermeasure is... Ottakaapas hetkinen. Missä järjestetään me? Onko Venen? July 4th. 701. Okei, lukee just näin päin. To Beth Wilder from William Joyce. Date July 4th, 2010, 701. The countermeasure. It's finished. It's finally finished. Tests are all positive. I have officially constructed a working countermeasure for a fracture in time. I can't prove it, obviously, since there's no fracture to deploy it against. But I believe it will work. It has passed every test I can conceive. There's no reason I can see that it wouldn't. Given your knowledge of the future, I am guessing you already knew this would be the date I completed my work. This day has been a long time coming. I was beginning to doubt it was possible. I haven't heard from you in almost 2 years now. Please tell me you're still out there. Voisikohan tää olla jotenkin kytköksi siihen, että Amaral lähetti Petin jonnekin muualle ja nyt jotenkin William ei saa yhteyttä häneen. I'm now going to ask you to do something that will sound counterintuitive. Leave the workshop. Leave the countermeasure. Niin, nyt Petti lähettää, tai joo. I'm now going to ask you to do something that will sound counterintuitive. Leave the workshop. Leave the countermeasure behind and do not return until tomorrow morning. As with all of my orders, it is best that I don't go into further details. Okay, leaving the workshop now. The countermeasure is secured in my safe. I know better than to ask the reasoning behind this request. In 11 years, you've never been wrong, and I don't want to know about the future anyway. But that won't make this easier for me to digest. Can we meet tomorrow? Now that the device is complete, I need to know what the next steps are. And please be careful with the countermeasure. It's tremendously powerful, and searching the chronon particles for it alone has taken over a decade. Rebuilding would take me years and years. Varmasti.
Hey, Bobby Radford coming at you on 4th of July. And what a fine day it is, too. Things are looking up for Riverport. Huh,
Max?
only me?
Is that
Look
you?
at that shiny new Monarch building going up. That's a big deal for this town. Sure, I know there's been complaints. Talking about how Monarch's tearing down this or that, taking over the mom and pop spots, making Riverport more corporate. Some of that's happening. It ain't all good. A huge corporation like that, you know, they're all about power and profit. But I say, hold on there. Put it in perspective. This town's been miserable for a long time. A long time. When our shipbuilding industry took that final nosedive, we hit one hell of a slump. A lot of people I know been unemployed for years now, and that's hard. But Monarch's here. And they're starting to change that big time. So they ain't perfect. So what? It beats the alternative. I want to be optimistic about this. It ain't wrong to have a little hope for the future. I want to believe that this is capitalism working as intended, you know? The American way, you could say.
The American way. Eipä taidu monarkki ollakaan ihan se lopullinen joka pelastaa meidät kaikki. Tai ehkä pelastaakin, mistäpä minä sen tiedän. Kuten taisin viimeksi sanoakin siitä, että eipä me tiedä, ollaanko mekään tekemässä ihan oikein tässä. Mitä tää on?
What's going on here? Since when did Will run a graffiti workshop? None of this crap was here in 2016.
Oh no. Did we change? The past? The future? The present? Koska tuo on ihan selvästi duita.
What the? Someone's in here.
Joo. Duita.
It's locked.
Tämä oli
I
äsken
gotta
sanomassa.
check out that gunfire before I go anywhere else. Who the hell is that? The fuck are they shooting at?
Jotain mä äsken olin sanomassa, en muista enää mitä. No, ei ollut mitään tärkeää. Mutta onko Petti jotenkin nyt muuttunut tämän myötä? Who the heck is shooting here? Amy? Ei ehkä kannata sniikata. Petti se on.
Beth? It's me. Hey. What happened to you?
This is it. There's no turning back. Jack?
Koska eikö se periaatteessa, kun menet nuin päin, niin mennä ajasta Ei se toimi niin päin. Meidän mentiin ajasta taaksepäin silti.
Dr. Emerald sent me to the future. I fought for months trying to find a way to get back. I wasn't the only one. Stop! I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999. The first possible exit point.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder. There's some things you need to know.
You're the reason he built the countermeasure. And you've been here ever since. 11 years. Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was.
Eli Tavara lähetti Petin 1999 vuoteen kuin nyt, ja se on ollut 11 vuotta täällä. Mutta jokin kuitenkin muuttui, ja hän ei enää tullutkaan meidän luokse jostain syystä.
What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
Kiitos, ehkä selittää miksi. Joten buckle up. Tarjan tuokio. February 28, 1999, back in time. Here I am, back in a time I've already lived once before. No idea how long I'll need to stay here. No idea what comes next. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. If I'm going to come to terms with that, then I'm going to need to write it all down. There's nobody to tell this to but myself, so hello me again. This all started back in 2016. Jack and I kidnapped Dr. Amaral. We were supposed to use the time machine to travel back to 2010 and retrieve the countermeasure. I believe Dr. Amaral switched the date at the last moment. I heard Jack calling out, but it was too late. I was already inside. There was nothing to do but keep moving forward. And when I exited the corridor, I arrived in the one place I never thought possible. The end of time. My greatest fear was realized. I'm still trying to grasp what that means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw, was it proof that it couldn't be stopped? I can't believe that. There's a logic to all of this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down details of the end of time. Not yet. Mutta se kuitenkin pystyy liikkumaan. Ollaanko mäkin sitten end of timeissa vai? The essential part of the story is that I found a way back. Okei, niin, se meni periaatteessa käymään sillä end of timeissa, mutta se pääsitkin takaisin. I spent a long time trying to fix William's machine, but somebody beat me to it. He set a course to the earliest time the machine could operate. The first time the core was activated, February 28, 1999. I followed him through, eli Paul Searing on tämä. Eli End of Time tapahtui. Paul Searing sai korjattua sen laitteen, eitti itsensä takaisin ajassa 99 vuoteen, jos se voisi, eikä jokin homma kun meni päin persettä niin sanotus, ja sitten se yritti uudestaan mennä ajassa takaisin tuo Paul Searing, jotta se saisi korjattua asiat. Ja Petti lähetettiin myös End of Timeen. Mitenkä laajalle se lifebotti sitten ylettyi, jos Petti ei niinku ns. Niinku ollut niinku. Vai onko Petilläkin voimat? Ehkä sekin pystyy nyt koska eihän mikään muu selittää sitä, kun sen pitäisi periaatteessa pysähtyä kokonaan. Eihän Petti voisi niinku elää siellä, jos se tulisi ennen sitä koneesta ulos mun mielestä. Paitsi jos tämän koneen ympärillä on joku semmonen fieldi, mikä reguleittaa sitä aikaa. That's when I found William, still alive, much younger than I had ever seen him. I warned him about the fracture. I told him that he was the only one who could create a solution. He bugged me not to tell him anything else about the future. He said he couldn't stand living like that, being constantly aware of what will come to pass. Is every action just part of the preordained dance? I wanted to tell him more, but I know how he felt. William agreed to do what must be done. He agreed to build the countermeasure. This whole time it was me who set him on that path. He says the machine doesn't have the sufficient chronon capacity to return me to the future. He says a jump that far would be nearly impossible without a substantial scientific breakthrough. Apparently that hasn't happened yet. That's his way of saying I'm trapped in 1999, second time around. Isto voi olla kyllä aikamoinen loppujen psyykkeelle että sä joudut uudelleen elää sun elämääsi. Niin. Mä oon ehkä yllättynyt, että Petti on vähän tässä tilassa. So, here I am. July 19th, 1999. Time machine move. Success! I worked with Will to get the time machine moved. Had to make sure Serene wouldn't be able to use it to his advantage. So we moved it to the one place I knew it would be safe. Bradbury swimming pool. Okei, eli Petti on vähän meikäpä niinku. Se vähän niinku mastermind tässä. Will spent a big chunk of his research grant buying the property. It's the one place I know for sure that Monarch won't find us. After all, they still weren't aware of it in 2016. That means this is my new home for the time being. Will refuses to build the countermeasure here. He says that it has to be done at his workshop. He chose that location to build the time machine for a reason. Something about abnormal chronon density anomalies, whatever. Didn't seem to concern him that The very people we need to hide from know about his workshop. Probably doesn't help that he won't let me tell him who those people actually are. Guy's almost as stubborn as his brother. Now that the move is complete and Will is on his way, all I can do is wait. Not liking the idea of that. Keeping busy was the only thing that distracted me from the eerie nature of being trapped here. Guess I should look at the bright side. Second chance at having a killer Y2K party. September 5, 1999. Little me. The most surreal experience. Her eyes looked so full of life. Look into the clouds, invulnerable to the world around her. She looked full of life. She looked happy. It was me. I knew the day was coming. I knew that I had to go see her and set her on her mission so that she would do what needed to be done. So that someday she would become, well, me. She was in the backyard, bright red duffel coat, playing. Simple pleasures. It's strange. I remember the small details so differently the first time around. When I was a child, that woman who came to see me seemed like an angel, a limitless source of wisdom, gifting me with purpose. Now I was that woman, trembling, a lump in my stomach, nervous as hell. It didn't matter. I knew she was too young to see those things on my face. I gave her a notebook. I told a small child to give up those simple pleasures to pursue a life that would bring nothing but pain and hardship. I promised her that it would be all worth it, that she would make a difference, that she would save the world. She believed me. January 1st, 2000, epic Y2K party. Ate bagels with cream cheese and watched Buffy reruns in a drained swimming pool. Party on. September 11, 2001. Eikä William olisi tullut takas tästä. 9/11. I tried to stop it. Mä ajattelin, että se varmaan puhuu tästä. I tried to stop it a second time. I warned them. Told them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. I came to terms with the fact that none of this could be changed as a child. But since then I've seen things that make me desperate to prove myself wrong. Desperate to believe that what I've seen cannot come to pass. I tried to stop the rise of Monarch. I tried to stop Paul Serene, both versions of him. Every action was negated by the force of a timeline that cannot be bent or broken. I've tried to stop tragedy as well. Jack's parents. Christmas of 1999. I knew what happened to them. This time I was there. Car crash exactly as it was supposed to. My presence only let it to happen as it always did. I went to the funeral. I watched Jack cry. I watched Will build up a wall around himself. I watched two brothers change forever in that moment, and I could do nothing about it. And now this. Fuck. May 22nd, 2002. Monarch. They spotted me near William's workshop, barely got out of there alive. After all this time, Siren is still obsessed with finding me. He won't give up until he does. Have to be more careful in the future. May 22nd, 2003. The end of time. Been having recurring nightmares about what I saw. I've been dreading doing this, but it is time. I have to write it out. It's the only way to move past it. In 2016, I entered the time machine, intending to travel back to 2010. That didn't happen. Dr. Amaral changed the date. When I exited the machine, I arrived at the end of time. The fracture had run its course. Time had stopped altogether. The entire world was frozen in one hanging moment. I was the only one still able to function, or so I thought. Then the shifters came. I can still hear them. Their sounds echo through my dreams. The entire world was still, except me. They really don't like movement. I had stepped out of the machine into the one thing I spent my entire life trying to prevent. The fracture was never fixed. I was living through the proof. The first hours were the hardest. I was living through a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from, surrounded by constant reminders that my mission would fail. Never able to stay in one place because the shifters were always reaching, always hunting. I wasn't alone. I discovered the first evidence of this a few days in. I heard the shifters become agitated, but I was nowhere near them. They were following somebody else, Paul Serene, a younger Paul. Scared, weak, vulnerable. He found me, tried to convince me that we needed to work together to help each other through. He found out very quickly that I wanted him dead. He had no training, no killer instinct, but he had those damn powers, and all I had was the Chronon harness. Noni. The end of the world, the end of the world, the only two people left. Eikä se Lifeboat Protocol siis se vaan fails. And we became sworn enemies. I can't be sure how long we spent there. It could have been months, could have been years. When time doesn't move, it feels like an eternity. Our grip on reality slipped away, trapped in an endless loop of brutal survival. Though we were enemies, there was a strange bond formulated through that suffering. We've shared an experience that no other humans has ever endured. Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He was convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop this all from happening. He had yet to learn that the past couldn't be changed. I followed him through the machine, but he escaped. He formed Monarch. He built an empire. I watched the birth of a monster. I can't escape the feeling that my action helped shape what he became. Maybe I could have guided him. Maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time. That can't be my part in all of this. There has to be more. I wake up in a cold sweat most nights. I hear the shifters coming. I can almost feel their presence. Much of my experience at the end of time has become a blur in my memory. But there is one detail that I can't shake. One detail that brings my entire mission into question. One detail that haunts me. 2022. Okei. Tarkoittaako sitä, eli 2021 periaatteessa jo on eli 2016 kun on tapahtunut Fracture, 2017. Se on 4 vuotta, kun ainakin eläneet tuolla maailman pysähtymisessä tai jotain. February 3rd, 2005. Hobbies. 5 years until the countermeasure will be complete. I spent most of my days training. I don't know what happens once the device is finished, but being prepared is my specialty. I still wonder if Jack will follow the plan, if he'll emerge from that machine in 2010. Best not to think about it, I'm not giving up, but I can't let these thoughts consume me. I needed to focus on the present, focus on what is in front of me. That's the mantra that keeps me going, just focus on the present. So I decided to take on some hobbies, tried poetry, got depressed, dabbled with the guitar for a while, smashed it against the wall. Then I started experimenting with graffiti. Seems to be working out okay for me so far. It's fulfilling on a few different levels, partly as a form of self-expression, partly as a means of release, partly just to fuck with people. What happens when Joey analyzes some graffiti on a wall one day, builds an interpretation in his head, and then 3 years later his depiction of that image comes true? Not sure, but it's fun to think about. I can't change anything, but at least this gives me the illusion of some kind of power. That illusion is what keeps me wholly known. Sometimes I leave anonymous notes in people's mailboxes telling them what will happen next week. I watch their reactions from afar. Voyeurism and graffiti. That's my life these days. Focus on the present. Aikamoinen tricksteri. October 8, 2007. Jack. I started watching him recently. I know Monarch is tracking him, so I keep my distance. I wasn't sure why I felt a need to follow him, to watch his life from the outside. But now I think I understand. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death, the onset of the fracture. Worst day of both of our lives. He was broken. That's the only Jack I ever knew. There's some kind of comfort in seeing him in happier times. I watched his band play a gig nearby. Atrociously bad, whiny emo music. Definitely a music movement I didn't need to live through a second time, but there was something pure about seeing him up there, letting it all out. He never had an easy life. It was nice to see that he found a way to release all that. He just looked happy. It made me forget everything else. The nightmare stopped for a while after that, so I kept following him. It gave me something else to focus on. I spent most of my life hiding who I am, what I know. I knew Jack for less than 24 hours, but he's the only person I've opened up to about everything. I told him the truth. He believed me. I wish I could thank him for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to tell him if he comes through that machine on July 4, 2010. What will he think when he sees me? 11 years will have passed. I look like I've aged 3 lifetimes since then. And for him it could only be a matter of minutes. What do I say? That I saw the end? That this might all be for nothing? I was the one who believed without question that we would stop the fracture. That confidence has now been replaced with insecurity, weakness. I fear letting him see that. I fear that he'll see the doubt in my eyes. For years I felt invincible, full of hope. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm scared. December 11, 2007. Memory. Tonight I painted something at the university campus. It was only after I was finished and took a step back to look at it that I realized I've seen it before, about a decade ago. Remains of something painted on a wall but washed away. It was a jolt. Is all of this futile? Nothing sticks, nothing is changed. All of it washed away by the river of time. Fucking time travel. July 9, 2008. Will. I've been in contact with Will every 6 months or so, short exchanges just to get an update on his progress building the countermeasure. He's still at least 2 years away from completion, but he's now confident that he knows how the countermeasure will work. He told me that the countermeasure will be able to reverse a fracture in time, but in order to do so, it must be activated early in the escalation of the fracture. Once the fracture runs its course, once the end of time is reached, he believes the countermeasure will be rendered ineffective. I asked him what it would mean if the end of time ever occurred. He said it would mean that the fracture was never stopped. It would mean that we failed. July 21st, 2008. Everything I have done has been for nothing. July 4, 2010. Final entry. The day is here. Soon I will receive word that William has completed the countermeasure. I'm sure of it. I've come to accept that this doesn't mean we will succeed. I've come to accept that my mission was a lie. But I'm not giving up. Lie or not, I devoted my life to this cause. It gave me meaning. It's all I've ever known. Even if I've seen the proof that I won't succeed, I'm not giving up. I will dedicate every ounce of courage I have left to seeing this through. I'll retrieve the countermeasure. I'll keep it safe until 2016. I will do everything in my power to activate it when the time comes. I will fail, but I will fail knowing that I did everything in my power to save the world. For years I hoped that this would be the day when I would see Jack again. I've given up that hope. This mission started with me alone. That's how it will end. This will be my final entry. Helvetinmoinen dedikaatio kyllä. Jos se tietää, että kaikki tulee olemaan lopussa turhaa. Man. Kovan matka on Petti käynyt. Pysytäänkö me auttaa sitten mitenkään tässä, vai onko se? Ei. Ikävä nähdä Petti noin murheen murtamana. Mikäpä sä haluat follow Pets?
11 years.
Tää ei voi zoomata. Jep, siellä on ruksittu. Ootapas Petti vähän. Täällä on Crown.
There we go.
There we go. Voit itse katsoa tästä, että onko mulla mitä kaikki updateja täällä. Upgrade ei tarkoita. Mulla on itse asiassa 26 pointtia. Kova. Eli ootas Petti hetki, mä käyn läpi nää. Todi, nyt on vaan updateja otettu, niin eikä pelillä päästä eteenpäin. Okei, Pet. Mä ymmärrän, että sä oot käynyt paljon läpi, mutta hei, mä olen täällä nyt.
Where's the countermeasure?
The countermeasures at Williams' workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Yes. That was the plan.
Meen, onpas sääli. This is so sad.
Just have to unlock this.
Mä hyppään tän. Ne. Saat se auki?
My supplies are upstairs. We'll need to get them. There's
Okay.
so much you don't know that you never saw. I gave up on the idea that you would ever come.
Joo, mä luin sen. Mä luin sun päiväkirjan, sori siitä.
I need to know we're still in this together.
I told you once our fate is already laid out for us. Still believe that. More than ever. I'm just worried what that might mean.
It means we finish this.
Näinpä.
You need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest of it's going in the river. Along with everything else I brought here.
That's a little drastic.
My time here is done, Jack. I have to erase my presence. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Okei. Okay. Ulkopuolella ehkä tuo kronooni. Sulle pitää puhua, kun mä oon valmis menee jo.
Ready when you are, Jack.
Okei. Eikä nyt päästä valittaa vähän pyssyä. Pyssy boy, pyssy boy! Ja vaihtaa ton kolmonen. Vaan onko en tiedä mikä näistä on hyvä. Ota ehkä mieluummin heavy pistolin kuin burstin. Tactical SMG. Heavy pistoli, vaihtopistoli. Mä katsoin ihan peruspislan vaan. Otetaan Mitenkäs mä nyt teen näittenkaan? Mä nyt ehkä ihan... Vaihanko mä nyt se? Joo. Kun en. Kun nyt mulla on täällä heavy machine. Assault rifle vaihtuu SMG. Onko tuota mitään muuta kerättävää, luettavaa? On.
Okay. The countermeasures at Will's workshop. We find it, then what?
You bring it back here, use the machine, and return to the future. Use it to stop the fracture. That was always the plan.
That is still the plan.
Yes.
Hei, me ollaan tultu tänne asti, Pet. We can do
You
it.
followed Paul to 1999. Why did he travel so far back?
To form Monarch. Prepare for what's coming.
You kept tabs on him.
And he's kept tabs on me.
Rise of the Monarch Whiteboard. Most of the Monarch Forum CEO never disclose lucrative investment all based on Sirin's future knowledge. August 2000. Monarch spotted following William Joyce. Monarch is following William throughout the riverport. No longer safe to keep in direct communication. Martin Hatch hired. First listing of Martin Hatch on employee chart. No details available on Hatch prior to this. May 2002, Monarch patrolling workshop. Monarch spotted me near Will's workshop, barely escaped alive. Must avoid workshop area. August 2003, Monarch on Fortune 500. Will positions on Fortune 500. Investment have stopped. PR campaign has begun. February 2005, spotted by Monarch. Monarch still searching for me. Must stay out of public eye from this point forward. March 2006, R&D facility commissioned. Gull Island. Must investigate further. October 2006, Martin Hatch promoted. Martin Hatch now designated Monarch spokesperson. Previous spokesperson found dead. Every promotion Hatch receives results from a trail of blood. May 2008, Monarch Tower construction. Construction begins on Monarch Tower. December 2009, Monarch investigated Will's workshop. Monarch personnel spotted covertly entering Will's workshop. They may know what we are up to. Monarch security cameras now surround workshop. Approaching area will alert as a REN. March 2010, Monarch Chronon Tech delayed. Monarch Chronon Tech research under Dr. Kim not proceeding as planned. Not enough Chronon particles available. Ground Zero not present. December 2010, Dr. Sofia Amaral recruited, hired as Chronon research scientist. Voisiko tässä olla semmonen homma, että Martin Hatch on jonkun toisen yhtiön miehiä, ja niiltäkin löytyy jonkinnäköinen countermeasure, josta me ei tiedetä vaan. Olisiko ne saanut Willin nuo piirustukset, ja ne on voinut jotenkin tehdä uuden. Eikä se saa Soldier Pop. Okei. Saaneet jonkinlaisen uuden niin ovat tehneet itse semmoisen countermeasure.
I can't imagine what happened to you.
We read about it,
When you entered
Jack.
the machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sophia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
I can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go. I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if we can win this thing.
Then we'll die finding out.
Wilkes Workshop 2010 Act 4 Part 4. Hii! Jännittävää! Miten tässä käy?
I don't know a fraction of the hell that Beth went through. What she experienced when she saw the end of time, how that changed her, like it changed Paul. Followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts.
You okay?
Yeah.
But the countermeasure, the one thing that could set things right, was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
There it is.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the rooftops to avoid detection.
Mä jotenkin tykkään, miten tää niinku...
It's this way.
Tää settinki tästä näyttää oikein semmoiselta maailmanlopun. Just ennen kuin maailmanloppu on lähellä, niin tää värimaailma, kaikki täällä, niin hyvä feelingi. Bro, is he dead? Bro, wake up! Varmaan juhlinnut liikaa.
Does Will know we're coming?
No, he doesn't.
Niin me päästäänkö tapaamaan Willy kuitenkin, vai?
You don't have to do this. You wanted to take the extra.
Mitenkään tässä tulee käymään? Miksi mä voin?
Who the hell turned out the...
Whoops. Sorry.
This way, Jack.
I've had it. Sorry, guys.
From this point on, we may be in their sights. We need to be quick.
Ootas hetki, täällä oli jotain Krononiin liittyvää.
There we go.
There we go.
This way, Jack.
Mä en voi kuitenkaan juosta tässä, joo. Alright, bed, let's go. Herrasmiehet ensin.
Hey, Will?
He's not here. I made sure of that,
Mä mietinkin sitä.
Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
which is why he needs to be kept safe, in case things go bad.
And they probably
Fine.
will.
We get the device, then you lead me to my brother.
Sure.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
All right, Will. Where'd you hide that safe? 11 years. Building this thing was his life for 11 years.
Yeah.
Mikäs tämä on?
This must be where he built it.
Mikä tässä oli se countermeasure? Jep. Countermeasured. Ei, tuolla on rewindi. Tai playback ehkä enemmänkin.
There's some things you need to know. You're the only one who can stop it.
There's no theoretical groundwork. It could take even years to build.
And it will. You'll have to keep it a secret. Even from the ones you love. It's the only way to keep them safe. You witnessed one, didn't you? An echo.
Jep.
Yeah. It was you.
A long time ago now.
Mut näetkö säkin sitten tätä ekoja vai?
Hey, River Boy. I'm pretty sure you folks are having a better time than I am. Old Bobby's still stuck in the studio just a little while longer. Whereas all of you folks are out there enjoying what I hope are spectacular 4th of July.
4th of July. Weird Journal. June 7, 2010. The countermeasure is near completion. I should be celebrating. I should be excited. 11 years of work is coming to an end. But there is a weight on my mind. I can't shake it off. Jack came to see me. He found out that I sold our parents' house to continue funding my research. Understandably, he was furious. After all, the house was left to both of us. He doesn't understand the necessity of what I'm doing here. Tolkien turned to Yelin, Yelin turned to Pusin. He told me it wasn't mine to sell. He told me they were his parents too. He told me that I was a piece of shit. I was angry, I couldn't contain myself, and then I said it. I still don't believe the words came out of my mouth. I told him that it was his fault, the car crash. I told him that he was to blame for everything we'd been through. I knew it was the one thing that could truly hurt him, and I used it. I can justify my actions as a result of months of fatigue, frustration, lack of sleep. It was wrong. I knew it as soon as I said it. He just stood there, devastated for what felt like minutes. I could see a wall building between us. He told me he's leaving this town. He's never coming back. That was 3 days ago. I haven't been able to reach him since. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't concentrate. I know the countermeasure will be finished soon, but that victory is a hollow one now. I spent 11 years building a device to save the world. The only thing that kept me going all this time was the fact that there was one person in this world that I needed to protect, no matter what the cost. I just lost him. Tuutko Pettikin kattoo elokuvaa? Siinä on krononi.
It's April 2nd, 1999. It's been about a month since the incident. Since I was shot by the man from the future. Since Wilder. I've moved the machine. Hidden it. I wish I could destroy it, but I made it tell me as little as possible. The more you know about what'll happen, the worse it'll be. We're all puppets. I can take that for as long as I can't tell the difference. I think she understood. Doesn't matter anyway. She told me the fracture is gonna happen because of what I did. I have to fix it. I have to. I don't know how yet. I have to build a countermeasure of some kind. I know the theoretical mechanism of the field's collapse, but how to stop it, let alone reverse it. It'll take years of research. I have no idea how to do this. How to pay for it. I don't know. Wilder's from the future, and she came to me. I have to assume that I was successful, right? Why else would she come to me?
He was planning on giving it to you.
And it was stolen before he ever had the chance. Which means this is the only way it can play out.
Jaha. Päin mä todden jotenkin vai? Niin, täältä. Vähän dataa servereistä. Alright. Tää on mun menevän tonne. Okei, mutta tuollakin on jotain. Täällä on asioita.
Shit. Locked out again. Where was the failsafe switch? Follow the wire. Which one was it? Blue? Or was that the emergency shutdown? Oh, shit. I knew I should have labeled the wiring.
Well, yeah, you are right about that.
Open sesame.
Emergency shutdown initiated.
Shit. Ass. Fucking goddamn it.
Shit ass.
I knew it.
Okei. Shit ass. Loot up, want to save. Loot up. Päin mukaan menet tänne.
Door's locked.
Can't remember to keep a piece of
Knowing
shit
Will,
door unlocked.
that's where the safe is. Just need to find a way in.
Kyllä minä tiedän Time Vision, että täällä on juttuja.
There we go.
Let's see here.
Let's see. Tuolla on jotain punaista ja...
It was all there on the board. The details of his downward spiral. His work consumed him. Became some kind of desperate obsession. He was never the same.
Mhm. Call Jack on birthday. Apologies to Jack for not calling on birthday. June 2nd, don't forget... Don't forget what? Thanksgiving, remember. Pay electricity, get electricity turned back on. Jack birthday, June 2nd, buy groceries. Give pet update on status, erase this. June 2nd, apologies to Jack again. CMDR. What does this note mean? Buy whiteboard eraser, meet with bank for a loan. Shower first. Shower. Bean. Okei. Elikkä tossa on
The
nippunappu.
device wasn't there. But it must have been at one time.
Jaa, no kiitti. Kiittäpä sitten.
The power setup wasn't working. But it must have worked at some point.
Maybe I can rewind time to get this working.
Rewind time, everybody. Nyt varmuuden varalta tuokittu. Pop. Ihaa. Kiva.
Take a look at this.
Ootas hetki. Time Machine Designs. Kore.
Over here, Jack.
Hieno tikkukka. No, te ajaa asiansa niin. Eikä siinä muuta tarvita. No mitäs Petti?
He didn't leave the code. But I can crack it. I just need some time to...
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open, stay inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, Beth.
You'd been spotted the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, not ever.
This is
Niinpä.
Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive. Monarch Actual's en route.
Roger.
Roger. Roger that. Let's get into fighting.
Where's the girl? Hey, hold on. Take it easy. Seems to be the problem, guys.
On your knees, now! Trojan 4, we're going inside.
I can't let you inside that building.
I said on your fucking knees! He's got a gun! Open fire!
Eikä ole. Minnekä sä meet, Jacki?
Shoot him! And get... Flush him out!
Jaa. Mä luulen, että mä olisin pystynyt... Eikö siinä ollut se, että jos otat yhden tyypin pois, niin sä pystyt ottaa useammankin tyypin useammankin tyypin pois samalla tavalla. Muistan mä väärin.
Thanks for the heads up.
Jaa, se osuu kuitenkin. Kyllä kiva. Jop. Siitä pääs backista.
We got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
Wow.
Backup. He's getting close here. I don't know what it is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tidy. Can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing
Oops.
us apart.
I'm on my way. Hold the perimeter.
Oliko he Paul Sirene? Sirene. Sirene. I'm here. Piikkikaveri. Älä räjäytä tota. Ballshot. Minkään taistelin ei pitäisi tollaista kohtelua saada, mutta te olette vähän eri maata. No you don't. Shit. Jau! Ylettäkö ihan hyvin. Siitä niin. Sitä sieltä pysyy nyt suht mukavaa aikaa kuitenkin. Siis ei oo räjähtävä juttu. Joo. Siinä kävi vähän ikävästi. Vähän ikävä. Ai alusta koodaan. Okei. Okay. Selvä. Nice. Okei, toinen sniperi ei oo vielä tullut. Mä en voi juosta. Wow. Oh shit. Jackki piilo. Hyvä, kiitos Jack, kiitos. Missä ne on? Wow. Ei voinut osua. Missä se on tuolla? Dodge this, motherfucker. Tää on ehkä vähän noi hazardit näin, mut... Voinko mä lyödä tätä? En. Osuuko se vai ei? Itse tässä on piru monen tuo spreadi. Siltäpä täältä vaikka... Siellä on räjähe. Hei, mikä tuo aimi on? Woo! Jalka poikki. Vieläkö täällä on tyyppejä jossain vai? Deal the monarch threat. Muu! Sieltä se kaveri oli. Jep. Ja sieltä kuulee vaan se alakoukku. What? Siri, no!
Paul.
I said, get out of my way.
I'm coming, pet. Don't do anything reckless. Ai niin, tämä kohtaus on tässä.
Come with me. We can survive this together. You know it can't be stopped. I can see it in your eyes. You know this.
What if you're wrong?
Meneekö se rikki? Nyt jotenkin aktivoitu.
We failed. We created Ground Zero. Caused everything to happen how it always did. Every piece falling into place.
Except one. The blast sent you through time. Brought you back to 2016. The same exact time from which you left. Something anchored you there. We need to know how you did this.
You think I wanted to come back? I was pulled away. Everything I came for was still back there. Left behind.
No, Beth. Beth. Come on, move. Beth, get up. Beth, come on, get up. Please, Beth. Beth, you need to move, okay?
Oh shit.
Get the gun. Come on, Beth, move. Come on, please. Beth, move! Paul, don't do it.
It's too late.
Don't!
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
No!
Oh shit.
Serene had the countermeasure the whole time. I had to get it back.
A rash decision. You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on your behavior, but...
Like I said, I barely knew her.
So, what you did next? It wasn't personal?
No.
End of Magnolia. Wow. Copyright strike, damn say, yeah. Control/surrender.
I don't have much time left, I know. I spent 17 years working it out, planning it, building Monarch, because I knew what was coming, and I knew it couldn't be stopped. But what I've built has been turned against me. What is the point in saving them if I can't trust them? I'm slipping away into pain and rage. The sickness is accelerating. The CFR. It has cost me so much. But I have harnessed its power. And with it, my plan will work. With it, I will keep the lights on when the world goes dark.
Mr. Serene? Sorry to disturb you, sir, but I have that cleanup report on Dr. Kim's lab you wanted.
Meet me in my office, soldier. I'll be there when I've sealed the CFR chamber. lab explosion. My treatments, all gone. First things first. Seal the chamber.
Okei. Mitä sä tästä sanot?
The chronon field regulator, William's precious countermeasure. Need to keep it safe at all costs.
Minne sä katot,
Lifeboat
Paul?
depends on it.
Alright. Ei ole Paulinkaan kunto enää yhtä hyvä kuin silloin.
CFR has been secured.
Nice.
Mr. Serene? I'm in your office.
I'll be right there. Serene out. The soldiers know how close to the end I am. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of becoming the enemy. What that would mean for me, for the plan. I can feel it infesting my thoughts.
Keep it together, Serene. You have to go through with your plan.
Hatch. He used me all these years. How deep does this betrayal run? How many more are there? They wanted the lifeboat to fail. Why? What's their agenda?
Sir?
Be right with you, son.
Yeah, just wait a moment. Onpas täällä paljon juttuja. Nyt on kaikki nää aika. Joo.
I spent years living in the past. Living in the safety of knowing what happens next. Years of planning. Building. It's all come to this.
2021, end of time. Okei. Eli tämän mukaan niinku vasta tuli 2021. Vaikka 2016 edes alkoi jo vaikuttaa siltä, että arjat ottaa nopeamman käänteen.
Sir, you ordered us to search the demolished lab. Your treatments were destroyed, but there was one left. The casing appears to be broken, but it's all we could find.
Thank you, soldier. The Riverport Gordon Hotel. Keikka.
Right here, whenever you're ready.
Pieni hetki. Clarice Okawa, Mr. Hatch arrest to Paul Serene. Mr. Serene, I just heard that you ordered Mr. Hatch arrested. I understand that there appears to be damning evidence against him, but at the risk of offering my opinion where it's not wanted, I ask you to reconsider the situation. As Mr. Hatch has repeatedly said, there are people working against you within Monarch, and I believe he's right. I don't know who they are, obviously, but I believe that Mr. Hatch's attempts to expose them have made him a target. I'm sure you can see what I mean. It seems very convenient that just as Mr. Hatch has been trying to convince you that there are people you can't trust within Monarch, your treatments are destroyed and he is implicated. Looking at this from the POV of an actual traitor, I can't think of a better way to get rid of a threat. Strike against you and ally suspicion, all in one bold move. Obviously, sir, I trust your judgment, and you know I have the highest respect for you. I don't mean to second guess you. Still, I'm afraid that you are being manipulated. Martin Hatch is not your enemy. But dear Ogawa, or who the heck ever what your name, maybe you are actually against me. How can I be sure that you are not against me? Thank you, soldier. Let's take a little whiff.
One of my treatments. But it's damaged.
Pääkrononiin sieltä.
Safe to use.
Sir? I didn't catch that.
Or is it a trap? Another betrayal.
The treatment will make
pitää muuten valinta.
Is that what they want? Can any of them be trusted?
Hold to show control. Eikö tässä tähdy sen Niin kyllä. Tämäkin eka nää hommat.
I'm not a traitor. We're the same now. And I need your help.
I can focus
Liam.
on the mission. The lifeboat. See it through to the end. I still have allies I can trust.
Look, you have to realize you're not gonna keep me from getting the CFR.
Last chance to walk away, Joyce.
Liam Burke. He would fight to defend us. To slow Jack down. The plan could still work.
Mikäs surrender sitten?
You have all betrayed me. Assured my downfall. And now, I will assure yours.
My world will be renewal. My world will see balance.
Chaos. It's falling apart. They're working against me. They're fighting each other.
You'll need to get to Serene's office. He's got direct access to the CFR. All right?
Joyce fixes the fracture. He fixes the world. We all go home happy.
Charlie Wincott. Another weakling. A traitor siding with Jack. I can make them suffer. All of them.
Elikkä hold to show control. Serene holds on to his reason in a final effort to see his plan through. To render. Serene stops fighting his Cronon syndrome. He loses faith in his plan and monarch. Siis, kyllä mä ite varmaan menen tolla, että hold to show control. Kyllä mä epäilen, että Serene luottaa siihen, että Chrononin juttu, minkä Amaral tai tämän treatmentin on rakentanut, että se toimii hänelle. Oikein voi olla aika cool itse asiassa toisaalta, mutta kyllä mä epäilen, että Serene on sen verran itsikästä asiankaan ja paksunahkainen, että mennään kontrollilla, että Serene holds on to his reason in a final effort to see his plan through.
Sir?
Let's go with it.
Thank you. I'll be right down.
Hyvä tuossa mörkki tommoinen. Wifi vaan.
I feel more clear-headed, calmer. But it won't last. I need to work fast while I still can. Bradbury swimming pool.
Okay. Junction 4, control. You chose to have Serene maintain control over his Cronon syndrome community. 72% of the community agreed with your choice. Okay. Ja elokuva. Let's go.
Become unhinged.
What about my treatments?
He's triggered a catastrophe.
The Joyceville could collapse within 8 hours.
He has the chance to fix it, but he's choosing not to. He's choosing to let things end. And this is where we come in.
Good evening, Dr. Amaral.
You're 5 minutes out, Mr. Hatch. I've come to free you, my friend. It's time for you to rejoin the others, to return to the infinite. What was troubling me is who got them into Kim's lab. She paid a visit minutes before the explosion.
Sophia's loyal. If the fracture's happening now, I owe this to her.
Dr. Holden, the protocol's been initiated.
Liam?
Yeah, so I have some information about Morton Hatch. I want him apprehended immediately.
Hetkonen seis. Onko Martin Hatchillä krononvoimia? Kysymysmerkki. Tai se on vaan todella hyvä taistelema.
I need to speak with Paul.
Right this way.
Sophia,
You initiated it.
you were right, it was time.
Paul, have you taken your treatments? You can't go on without them.
You need to get to the lifeboat.
No, you need to come with me. You need to get things started. We need you.
Just go. Okay? You just go, I'll be there. Commander Pierce, prep the chopper. I need to get to the swimming hall.
Right away, sir.
Fucking amateurs. CFR. Huh. Hello, darling. Defense status. Active. What? It's right under me.
Joo, mi amor. Come on, Fiona. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, pick up. Pick up.
Beth, I don't know if you can hear this, but it's Fiona. I need your help. Do you copy? Beth, it's Fiona. Do you copy? Beth, it didn't work. I'm sorry. I couldn't find the protocol.
Fiona Miller?
Yes, speaking.
This is Jack Joyce. Beth told me you were working together. You might be the only ally I have left.
What happened?
Serene. There wasn't anything I could do, but Fiona, there is something we can do now. I need to find something Will called the countermeasure. It's 12-sided, small, metallic, like a soccer ball.
The CFR.
The what?
The chronon field regulator. That is the countermeasure.
And it can fix the fracture.
Basement 5.
We need to talk. Look, I was wrong, okay? Jack Joyce, he can use the CFR to fix the fracture. We need to get it to him.
CFR is what's powering this place right now, Fiona.
But I spoke to him. I spoke to Jack Joyce, and he needs it.
Just, if you let Joyce use the CFR, then that means the lifeboat's gone. No,
that's not.
No,
that's
these
not
people down here, they can figure it out. They can fix the fracture. That's what you wanted in the first place.
These people, this is Monarch, okay? They're the ones that got us into this. Do you think they give a shit about any of us?
Kyllä tää kaveri joutuu pahoihin
I
paikkoihin.
mean, you realize what you're asking.
So, what's the plan once we get to Monarch?
We need to find a way onto the lifeboat.
Liam, what are you doing? Maybe you have to stop.
Sir. Sir. Liam Burke. He's trying to break into Monarch. Come on. Come on.
Jack, we know where the CFR is, but...
Jack, it's Charlie. Listen, it's at the top of the Monarch Tower. So you gotta follow my instructions exactly. Jack. Jack?
Jack? Jack?
Fiona, stop.
Jack!
No. Look. That area up there is insanely secure. He's not gonna be able to get in. Hey, wait! Wait.
I need to finish this.
I know, but I'm the one that should go. The CFR defenses. There's no way he's gonna be able to get past them alone. I'm the only one. I mean, you belong down here. You actually would be useful. I'm dead weight. I'm a glorified locksmith. Why don't you let somebody else be the hero? Okay, tough chick?
Everyone needs IT, Charlie.
Fuck you.
Hey, Charlie. You're an okay date.
I know.
Do you know who I am?
We've met.
You're one of Monarch's elite. The one they tell me is a traitor.
I'm not a traitor.
I know what you want. You're protecting what's yours. I want to protect what's mine. We're the same now. And I need your help. And you need mine. You're looking for the lifeboat. Isn't that right? And you know what we're facing. I have a team down there. They will fix the fracture. Time will go on. But not if the CFR goes unprotected.
CFR?
It's our key. It's what makes the lifeboat possible. Powers it. But my enemies want it destroyed. You could keep it safe. And when this is over, your wife could be waiting for you. So I could take her with me. She'll survive.
Liam, what is he talking about?
And think of what happens if we're down there unprotected. None of us are saved.
I need you to go with him. He's gonna take you to the lifeboat. I'll find you when it's over. Go. Emily, go. Go with him.
The top of Monarch Tower. You'll find the CFR in a striker suit. That's all you'll need. What your husband's doing for you, it's admirable. You don't agree?
I thought I knew who he was.
None of us ever know who we are.
Basement 5.
My friends, we've changed things. The world, the universe. We're the first beings powerful enough to undo the very fabric that we're part of. And now, we must believe that we are powerful enough to set things straight again. We've all made sacrifices. We have all made sacrifices. But we're not just here to work for ourselves. We're here for our families, for mankind. To change history, to make history. Right here, right now. I have some other matters to attend to, so I will not be with you. But I know that you will succeed.
Se eikö Balserilla ollut alun perinkään aikomusta niinku NS jäädä tänne lifeboattiin itse? Jännä, jos semmoisen valinnan kuitenkin tehnyt, että ei itsensä aio pelastaa siinä. Maybe he is actually. Going with the plan to the T.
Joyce, CFR defenses are down. It's all you. You're good to go.
Step the fuck away from there!
I can't, Liam!
Get the fuck away from her! Get away!
Joyce needs it.
Joyce?
Joyce can fix the fracture, Liam.
You need to get the fuck out of here, Charlie.
I'm not moving.
Get out of here!
I'm not moving, so you're gonna have to kill me. Once and for all. You're gonna have to fucking kill me. Because right now, Liam, I'm thinking about more than myself.
You don't know what Joyce is gonna do.
No, I don't. But I have faith in Fiona. And she believes in Joyce. So I gotta believe too. Think about it. Fix the lifeboat, you save your wife. We fix the fracture, it saves us all. Okay? So go ahead. Go ahead and kill me. It's not gonna make a fucking difference. But if you kill Joyce, then we have...
Your perceptions, Liam, they're off. This world you know, this world is ending. But one world's end is merely another's beginning. My world will be renewed. My world will see balance.
End of episode 4. Itse asiassa mä teen nyt sillä tavalla, koska tässä ensin näyttää olevan vielä enemmänkin tässä pelissä, niin mä tuun jättää tämän episodin tähän. Ai että toi oli helvetin kova skene. Ei mä oo mitään sanoa, tuo oli pirun kova skene. Oikeesti, wow. Okei, ei ihan Martin Hatchin suunnitelmat onnistunut tuossa. Meinas onnistui, mutta ei ihan. Ai että. Mitenkään tästä tulee käymään? No, hei. Se nähdään ensi kerralla, miten tästä tulee käymään ja miten hommat etenee. Mutta mä kiitän teitä kaikkia, jotka olitte kahtomassa tätä jaksoa. Me tulemme varmasti jatkaa tätä ensi kerralla. Ehkä mahdollisesti jopa loppu. Hämöttää, epäilisin näin. Mutta mä epäilin jo pari jaksoa taaksepäin, että se olisi ollut suht lähellä loppuun. Mutta tässä on vielä. Joten jätetään tähän ja jatketaan ensi kerralla. Jep. Eikö vaan oikein isot kiitos sulle, että olit katsomassa tämän jakson ja olit mun seurannani. Ja me tullaan jatkaa Quantum Breakista sit seuraavan kerran. Joten nähdään siellä. Iso kiitos sulle ja se on moro moro!